Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Bridget.
And I'm Wendy.
And this is
Licken
Licken Beans. How are you?
Good. Tired.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm drinking pumpkin spice, though. So that's exciting. It's pumpkin spice season.
It is. I have to say I'm drinking coffee, a whole pot that I made this morning. And honestly, I usually finish it before I head out.
Yeah.
But I wanted to snooze. Well, I can't snooze because of the cats, but I sure tried. And I had some weird-ass chantic dreams again last night.
Yeah.
I was in a truck in the snow. My mom was driving. Most of my dreams have my mom in it, and I'm trapped. But in this situation, she's driving like a bat out of hell because it's a blizzard, but there's also a whole bunch of huge horses running. And at one point, she's like ramming the horse, trying to get it to move.
Yikes.
Ugh. It was very terrifying. And I was just like, what is happening? Just let them go by. She's like, no, I can get ahead of them. No, you can't. But yeah, I mean, little things here and there, I can see where they would plant themselves in my brain for a dream later, but that was weird.
That makes me think of the unicorns.
Yeah.
Running alongside the car at the end of Death of a Unicorn.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're huge.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay. So our movie today is pretty old.
Yeah.
Pretty iconic. It was An American Werewolf in London.
Yes. 1981.
Yes.
Yeah.
And written by John Landis. So what kind of inspired it was that he was in Yugoslavia and he's witnessing this occult ritual of burial, which involved exactly what we've talked about before. Is the best way to get rid of a body in the ground is to bury it vertically.
Oh, right.
So huge, deep ass hole. They put them in feet first, but they're wrapped in garlic.
Okay.
So that kind of inspired him to write this tale.
Okay.
Even though it's not a vampire tale, but
Yeah.
it's superstitious. Okay, well, what did you think of it?
I know that a lot of people love this movie, but I found it to be very, very slow and boring.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was my mood when I was watching it, but I had a tough time like following the storyline and caring about it.
Okay.
It took way too long for them to get to the point of him having the werewolf disease in the first place.
Uh-huh.
And I absolutely did not like the nurse love story. I thought it was creepy and
Yeah.
weird, and I didn't like it.
It's an inappropriate relationship.
Yeah.
For one.
Yeah.
And yeah, the love story bit, it was only there for that, like, can his love tame the beast moment at the end. The plot, the storyline is that these two college kids, really, although they look really old, but they're supposed to be on the young side.
Yeah.
And they're going backpacking through London. One of the takeaways that we're supposed to get here is the difference between London and its history and Americans and their lack of respect for or understanding for this like ancient folklore, because we don't have werewolf tales in America. They're stopping in a pub called the Slaughtered Lamb.
Yeah, gross.
And basically, they couldn't read the room.
Yeah, that moment of walking into a small town bar and everyone kind of looking at you.
Uh-huh.
I had that before.
Yeah.
You're just not a regular, and so everyone, not in the extreme that it was in this movie, because like the music stopped and everything, but...
Well, that's a movie thing. I love that. Record scratch or crickets.
Yeah.
They're just laughing and joking with each other. And it doesn't seem ominous until they ask about the star on the wall.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's for protection, but there's a crickets moment.
Yeah.
No one says a word.
Yeah.
And when they set out, you hear somebody says, God be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And don't stray from the path, Goldilocks.
Walking off of the path is so weird. There's walking through the moors of England, no path. Why were they doing that?
Is it a hiking trail? Why is there a path? That's what I wondered.
Yeah, or why? How do they know where they're going if they're just walking through fields?
Well, but that's the other thing too, which makes them very American, is they're just like everything's a joke.
Yeah.
They're making jokes. This is where I got this, too, from this article from a site called High on Films, written by Shashwat Sisodia.
Okay.
He doesn't live in America either.
Yeah.
But they were saying that this movie is about geography, entitlement, awkwardness of the American ego bumping into old world mystery. And they're marching down the path. And he says, with touristy bravado, cracking jokes, poking at symbols, and expecting familiarity in a place that thrives on silence, distance, superstition. And this legend lore of the werewolf comes, from Gothic times.
Yeah.
So they're just not getting it.
Yeah.
They're not getting where they are or respecting where they are because they're just clueless. And they're kids.
And they don't help them understand either. They don't tell them that there's real danger.
Right. They hint at it.
They hint, but they don't say the word because they don't think they're going to believe them. But
Right.
they also don't really make it clear how much danger there is.
And obviously, they're attacked
Yeah.
by a werewolf. Friend dies, but David gets a big scratch.
Yeah. And goes into a coma for 2 weeks for some reason.
3 weeks because obviously he has to wake up near the full moon.
Oh, right.
I was like, oh, isn't that convenient? Why the fuck was he in a hospital, like in a coma for 3 weeks?
Yeah, there was a point in the movie where there was a full moon 2 nights in a row, too.
Exactly. That's
a
one
problem.
of the goofs. Yeah. It only is full one night. Truly full.
Right.
And we were talking about the unnecessary romantic subplot. I'm sorry, but how long have I been here? 3 weeks. You're hot.
Yeah.
And there's when they have that shower and then that sex scene,
Yeah.
I put unnecessarily long
Yes.
and in parentheses, the room.
Me too.
Thank you.
Yes, it
Thank
reminded me of
you.
the room and how awkwardly long the love scene was.
Right.
Several of the scenes felt way too long. That was one of the things that made it feel like it stretched out to me. The transformation scene where he actually turns into a werewolf for the
That
full
was
time.
long,
Why
too.
did it take so long?
One of the trivia things from IMDb was the guy that created the face mechanism that stretched out his face.
Yeah.
Was kind of mad because he heard it was only like 7 seconds of the movie. So he was like, I spent all this fucking time making this thing and it's hardly there. But when he saw the movie, he was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was all worth it. That scene was revolutionary.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about Death Becomes Her being something that spawned more and more craft and technology and AI and all that stuff. So this was really weird for the time.
Yeah.
And people kind of freaked out, just like The Exorcist.
Yeah.
That,
Spinning.
she spins her head around and people just did not stop talking about it for a really long time.
It is done well, especially knowing that they had hardly any computer stuff. It was
Right.
all special effects and makeup and stuff. Those hands really freak me out, and I
God,
don't
yeah.
understand why they're like that.
Hey, at least they weren't hot dog fingers. Maybe that would have kept him occupied instead of killing people.
Hot dog fingers. Ugh.
Oh, man. I want to see that movie again. Pretty soon, he gets a visit from his dead friend.
Yes.
And he looks great and gross.
He just rots more and more throughout the film.
I think that's a super comedy
Yeah.
right there, even though it's disgusting. His friend is like warning him, insisting that he commit suicide.
Yeah.
I mean, that's harsh, but we've all seen the werewolf movies where they try to lock themselves in. They
Yeah.
always get out.
They can't control it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why Steve Buscemi boarded up his windows. And
Pooped on newspaper. They don't have any of that in this movie. I want to see somebody like following a werewolf and picking up their poop with one of those biodegradable bags that you use for your dog.
I just want to see the werewolf for a moment squatting and looking very sheepish. Because they have to.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I was joking about was don't tell a woman you're bad news because that's going to make her want you even more. Not wrong. The movie soundtrack is just very, I read the word cheeky.
Cheeky.
This is from that same article. I really enjoyed it and his whole take on it. So I think maybe, well, it still is slow, but camp cinema hadn't fully processed its own campiness. And the film's sly knowingness stood out like a thunderclap.
Like a thunderclap.
I mean, they've got Blue Moon.
Yeah.
You know, it's not ever like ominous music.
Yeah. It's a silly movie in a lot of ways.
It's
very
a comedy
depressing,
horror.
though. Yeah.
It's a comedy horror. It could have had more comedy, but I mean, like his friend was gross but funny to the viewer. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he's telling him to kill himself.
Yeah, and he's rotting and he's stuck in limbo.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
This guy, his take on it was awesome. So he's saying that it's a metaphor for the young adult psyche turning into an adult, right? Mm-hmm. Sudden sexual urge, spontaneous hair growth, confusion, self-loathing, desire to consume everything around. It's like a teenage spiral.
Yeah, hormones, baby.
Yeah. He's not cursed by the moon. He's cursed by adulthood. I mean, are you seeing that
I
at
can
all?
see the metaphor, yeah.
It's not just a beast. It's a hormonal train wreck with claws. Definitely. The doctor is one who is kind of questioning, is he really a monster? Maybe he would have severe PTSD. Mm. Or maybe he's just got mental illness. Well, he didn't seem to before. But, you know, schizophrenia comes on about that age.
True. That's usually when it makes itself known.
Yeah, but like a thunderclap? I don't know.
Thunderclap. I didn't hate it, but I did find the pacing very slow. So I was struggling to pay attention.
And you know what makes me think of when you say the slow pacing is John Landis, who wrote this, also did Thriller. Because when I was super into Michael Jackson, I read something where he said this was his favorite movie, as was Kentucky Fried Movie, which is hilarious.
I've never heard of that.
It's around this same time period. We certainly could watch it if we can find it. So I was interested, and I saw it either in the video store or on cable. Loved it, mainly for the humorous parts.
It did have some good little zip.
What I was thinking about that is the Thriller video is god awful long.
Yeah.
And it takes forever to get to the song.
Yeah.
It was a mini movie.
Yeah.
It was huge. John Landis, huge. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's well done. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's slow on purpose.
It could be, or it could just be the pacing that I'm used to. I feel like sometimes older movies are just slower.
Well, they didn't know any better, or they're doing what was being done at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, just like now, I think, and everybody's trying to one-up each other. Visually, it's cool, especially when they're wearing their red and blue puffy jackets.
Yes.
And complaining that they're cold. I'm like, you are encased in down, buddy. It's a nice coat.
I had trouble also telling the two apart, the two guys, because they looked very similar to each other. One was just, David was taller.
Yeah, for real.
When it's Jack, right? Jack is dead, then it's obvious because he's disgusting. But before that, when they're like talking in the pub and to each other, I had trouble just telling who was who.
Oh, yeah. Well, one has to die first. You're right. You're right. At one point, I furrowed my brow because I was like, he's wearing a blue coat now. Probably just took it off the body. No, he was in a coma. But when he dies, I was like, is he supposed to look like Jesus after they take him down off the cross?
Oh, I didn't catch that, but maybe.
It's like one of the statues that I saw in the St. Patrick's Cathedral when I was in New York. He was lying across Mary and she was holding him, and it was just so similar.
Oh, okay.
And you know, he's got wounds. Pretty nice bod.
Yeah, he turns back into a human.
Yeah.
When they kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting. And I understand why movies have to do stuff like this, but they're never very consistent about what clothes you get to keep or not keep when you transform.
Yeah.
Because he transformed back into a human and he has like a little loincloth, black shorts on or something. It's like, but everything
shorts
else...
on? I didn't notice that part, but that is amazing.
It's more like a loincloth, but little black thing, just to cover his shame.
Right? Can I tell you a loincloth story?
Okay.
Okay. When I was in college, I knew this guy because he was friends of a former boyfriend. And we were in an art class together. And what a weird come on. Hey, would you like to draw one another?
Okay.
Like nude. Okay. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he comes over and I let him draw me. And then it's his turn. And he's like, just a sec. And he puts on this thing he made like a loincloth. I'm just like, whatever. Whatever. And the drawing wasn't very good either.
That makes it worse.
I know. So awkward. I should have said no, but I was living free and loose then.
Yeah.
I had absolutely zero intention of anything romantic. I was zero attracted, and this made it cemented. Oh my God. Also in The Time Traveler's Wife, have you ever seen that?
I read the book.
I love that. He always travels and winds up naked wherever he lands. I don't understand that. But I have seen photos like, oh my God, look at this person. They are from the future. Are they not holding a cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or just like the clothes or whatever, like Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. Back to the Future?
Your name is Calvin, isn't it? It's on your underwear. Wait, why was she looking at his underwear? Hold up. What movie did we watch where someone is crawling down a tunnel and you're like, why is his underwear so stretched out and gross?
I want to say that was the Cooties movie and it was Rainn Wilson's character. Maybe it was someone else.
I have no idea, but that was a huge talking point for us, for me. Yeah, so it wasn't your favorite.
No, it wasn't.
That's okay.
But I'm glad I saw it because I do see its influence on movies after that.
Here's a question that they never, ever address. What's it look like when they're changing back? What, does the hair just suck itself back in?
Yeah. Or just they shed it real quick.
Like a porcupine.
Yeah.
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 What the fuck? They only just wake up naked.
Have you seen Wednesday, when her roommate is a werewolf?
Uh-huh.
And they call it wolfing out.
Yes, yes.
And that's funny. It's also part of puberty in that show.
Again, same metaphor.
Yeah.
Is it a metaphor or an allegory?
I should know that, but I
writer.
Don't. I know. I'm the worst professional writer when it comes to knowing grammar and stuff like that.
Thank God for AI.
Exactly.
Well, I watched it on Prime for free.
I did notice, at least at the time that we were watching it, that it was leaving Prime in a few days.
Okay.
So hopefully it will come back or go somewhere else for free. But for now, for the next few days, by the time this comes out, hopefully it's still free. I don't know.
We got to talk about the ending.
Yeah.
He tries to slit his wrist, but can't. Obviously. I mean, suicide is pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be tough.
Yeah, it would be. In the end, it's suicide by cop.
Mm-hmm.
He's trapped in an alley. Stupid nurse, girlfriend, whatever, breaks her way through. Yeah, they're going to let a woman run up to this werewolf.
Right.
David, is that you? I love you. He gets a little tiny recognition in his eye, but he's going to kill her anyway.
Yeah.
And all these cops shoot with her in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a scratch on her. She's just gonna grieve him. I mean, you still love him if you watch him undo Werewolf. That's kind of creepy. That's like a man who sees his wife's actual vagina open when she has a baby.
In unflattering light.
Yes, it is not something. It's not something you can unsee.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I think if I would still love that person. I don't think that would stop me.
Well, and they talk about like severing the bloodline or whatever, because they did kill the werewolf that attacked him and his friend, and they killed him. I'm sorry, are there not any other werewolves out there?
I had that thought too. I'm like, this is the end of the werewolves? I doubt it.
Like, you can't just kill one vampire and expect them all to disappear.
Yeah. We didn't get any resolution either on whether it worked.
Yeah.
If it actually did. So that made me think like, oh, maybe he was just a little crazy, because they never go back to his friend and whether he got to go on past limbo. Was that a figment of his imagination, or was his friend really haunting him? Was he really cursed, or was it just all his brain?
They do pick around at mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could be like the Ryan Reynolds, just feeling like suddenly killing people.
Yeah.
Seeing visions of your friend decomposing dead, talking to you, PTSD.
Yeah.
You can't get it out. You can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Or unexperience it. Definitely hope Joel doesn't get attacked by a werewolf and you have to see it.
Me too.
And then becomes a werewolf. You'd probably get into that.
Yeah.
You'd have some wild werewolf sex.
Yeah, it might be fun at first.
Yeah. Date night, full moon. That makes me think of Ice-T as the kangaroo hybrid.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a whole genre of romance books now that are like, main character's not a human. You know, it's a werewolf or a vampire or a fairy or, you know.
Right. Like True Blood. I was into that for a while and then it got real cheesy.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it again and now I was like, okay, it's all cheesy. But that was like the hot thing at the time.
Mm-hmm. I watched it. I didn't. Same thing. Like the first couple seasons were good, and then everybody was something. Aware something. Like aware cat.
The fuck kind of town is this?
Yeah, not everyone can be magical. Sorry.
Nope.
There's got to be some straight men.
But it is nice in that one that there was a blood substitute that came in a beer bottle.
Yeah.
Why would they come up with a blood substitute for like the one vampire in town and nothing for anyone else?
Yeah.
Seriously. And the idea with vampires that we know is if somebody falls in love with a vampire, eventually they're going to ask them to turn them. Mm-hmm. So would that happen with a werewolf?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go run around and
Wouldn't
kill
that be
people
fun?
on once a month? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's like having your period.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'm tired. No, thanks. I don't have to anymore.
Me neither. But for different reasons. Did we do it?
I think we did it.
We flicked some bees.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.